Hello guys, in this video we are going to see some of the free online resources to learn computational fluid dynamics, that is CFD. The list of courses covered in this video are offered by ANSYS, NPTL, EDX, Coursera, and there are some YouTube channels which also give tutorials, and there are some websites which could be helpful in learning CFD. The ANSYS courses are directly offered by the ANSYS company, and it will mostly be a tutorial videos of using ANSYS Fluent and related tools. And the NPTEL courses are offered by IIT professors, and this will mostly be theoretical and mathematically rigor instead of having a literal tutorial of CFD softwares. It will cover the theory part and mathematical part in the extensive manner, and there are some lectures which will cover a little bit of hands-on CFD part with programming. And the next part will be EDX courses, which are offered by MIT and Harvard professors, and this will again be mostly theoretical and mathematically rigor instead of having a literal tutorial for any commercial software. And the Coursera courses are also similar to NPTEL and EDX courses, but they are also a slightly bit advanced in providing some tutorials to some commercial softwares. And regarding YouTube channels, the list which will be covered in this video will only cover tutorials of OpenFOAM and not Answers Fluent. And these YouTube channels are literally giving both tutorial as well as some theoretical part before actually applying that module or tool of that open form. And there are also some websites listed up which could be useful in learning CFD. They are not literally tutorials, but they could be helpful in learning CFD overall. To see the list of courses, I will drop the link of the blog which has all the links in the description box. You can check it out. So this is the blog. In this blog, I have listed out all the courses which will be covered in this video, and all these courses are hyperlinks, so you can click on any course to take you directly to the course website. So first we will see Answers courses. So I'll click on this. So this is the website which offers Answers Fluent courses. If you see, there are various number of courses from basics to advanced which covers various aspects of Answers Fluent and its usage. So if you just want to design or get started to Answers Fluent, you can use these courses. And if you go inside these courses, you can find the course content and whether it is free or not. And mostly it is just free. So you can just log in and start using. And if you see, there are various modules and there are practice quizzes and meet the instructors. You can ask doubts and they will help you out. Even otherwise, there are answers learning hubs and forums where you can ask doubts and they will help you out. So this is not just for getting started. There are other courses which are very advanced in nature, like supersonic flow over a wedge, and you can go to this course, take it for free again, and you can just log in to enroll. And it also has various number of courses which you can do, and it is basically for learning how to use the tool to implement a specific topic of CFD. So this is all about ANSYS courses. You can just explore this website. There are literally various number of courses that you can take and learn, and the best thing is it is offered by ANSYS themselves, so you can use ANSYS Fluent directly to apply this knowledge. And to see NPTEL courses, the first course is Fundamentals of Theoretical and Experimental Aerodynamics. Once I click this link, it takes me to the NPTEL portal, and this course is a 12-week course. It is offered by IIT Kharagpur by Professor Arnab Roy. You can go to any week, and each week comprises of various lectures. For example, this week, the first week of this course has about 6 lectures, and all the lectures are directly connected to YouTube. So you can click on any video and find the YouTube playlist if you want. If you don't want to come to the website every time, you can just put save the playlist in YouTube, or otherwise you can come to website, you can bookmark the website and look at it regularly. And the good thing about this course is that there are transcripts and assignments, and assignments is about just the one course run. It is not there for all the course runs. And if you go to transcripts, you can select the language, which actually is there only for English as of now. And once you click this, you can download the transcripts of the course. And if you go to the syllabus, you can find who is the instructor and who is the intended audience, what is the course outline, what will be covered in each week. It is clearly mentioned at the starting itself. So you can take the course as per your prior knowledge, and you can see if this course will be useful to you or not, and then you can take it. And as you can see, this is a core, and there are also elective papers, but this is a core paper, and this is a 12 weeks course. So it is pretty long, and you can just watch the course content here. And these are not actually required for us. This is for people who take certification exams from NPTEL. And if you go to microfluidics, it is offered by Professor Suman Chakraborty from IIT Kharagpur again. But in this course, there is only the assignments, that too only self-evaluation. They have not uploaded other assignments or transcripts. And if you go to syllabus, it is there for all the weeks, and you can see if this is suitable to you or not. And likewise, we also have physics of turbulence, computational fluid dynamics, again by Professor Suman Chakraborty. It is one of the best courses to get started with CFD theoretically, and the course is actually very mathematically rigor. And you can see the course content is very vast actually. So you can learn it just like a subject you are learning in college. It is that vast. So you can literally write an exam on this. So it is very in depth. And as you can see, it covers various modules of the CFD, and it also gets to very deep content like grid formulation and code implementation, which most courses won't. So this course actually covers, and they have given list of reference books also. So taking these courses will also give you insights about what books to use for specific courses, and even otherwise you can just use it. So for instability and transition of fluid flows, turbo machinery, aerodynamics, all these are also other courses which are also offered by other IIT professors. And personally, I have taken computational fluid dynamics. It is very extensive, and there is also microfluidics course. It is specific to some domain. You cannot learn it directly. And I have also seen experimental methods in fluid mechanics as well as two-phase and flows two-phase and heat transfer. So in this you can see there are only 4 units, which means it is just a 4 weeks course. You can see here it is an elective course, and it is just for 4 weeks. So you can take it just like that and finish it off just in 4 weeks instead of taking up to 12 weeks. So this is a very short course, and this is actually a very new course. You can see the enrollment has even been active in 2023. So it is relatively new course, and it is updated. So you can use this. Also you can see other transcripts of this course. So there are about 20 lectures, and all the transcripts is there. And even in books, the books is just a zip file or compressed PDF of all the transcripts. So it doesn't mean that they are providing you textbook PDFs. And there is fundamentals of compressible flow and high performance computing for scientists and engineers. These are very high courses which is relatively very deeper in nature. So regarding EDX courses, there is hypersonic from shockwaves and scramjet, and EDX courses are a bit different. Even these are free to learn, but you can upgrade to get a certificate. But in case of NPTEL, you have to write an exam which is conducted by semester wise. So this one is not like that. You can read at your own self pace, but NPTEL registration is different. You can just learn from the website I have shown, but if you want to write exam and earn a certificate, it is a different process which will be covered in a later video. So in this you can see what you will learn. And if you see here, it is basically for aeronautical department or something related to aerospace. So it covers compressible flows and 2D scramjet engine and the aerospace propulsion. And if you want to see the syllabus, you can go in there, the section 1, section 2. They have covered various sections. In this there are about 7 sections, which also includes a project. So that is an advantage. And if you want to learn about the instructors, there are generally more than 2 instructors for EDX courses, unlike NPTEL. NPTEL is mostly handled by only one professor for one course, but here the instructors are generally more than one or two. So you can see about their own specific interests and their own researchers. So that is about hypersonics. And similarly for introduction to aerodynamics, you can go to that website, and it is again free, and this is an instructor based course. So this course is bit different. So if you want to take it, you have to go by the pace where the instructor says. So you can get into this by registering for free for audit track. But if you want to get full access and access to graded assignments, you will have to pay rupees 8,000. But if you are from a different country other than India, it will be in dollars or your own currency. So this is a 15 weeks course where they are expecting you to study at least 10 to 14 hours per week, which is about 2 hours every day. And next is advanced fluid mechanics, and this is a series of course. That is, there are about three modules, the first one being fundamentals, the second one being Navier-Stokes equation for viscous flows, and the third is potential flows and boundary layers. So if you go to fundamentals, this is a self-paced 12-week course, and each week they are expecting you about 12 hours to dedicate to this. And the syllabus is mostly just like whatever is covered in CFD course of NPTEL. So it is not much different to that. And you can see it also takes care of continuum mechanics, which will be macroscopic scale, and these are all just like your undergrad fluid mechanics, but it also covers some part of the applications. So it is coming in the fundamentals of CFD. But if you go to the second part of this course, it is again self-paced and free, but the syllabus will be slightly higher. That is, it covers the viscous flow instead of just inviscid flow, and there are lubrication analysis of thin fluid films and more complex viscous flows, Stokes flows. So it covers in-depth concepts, and these are what you will learn through this. And again, you can go to the instructor. As I said, there are more than two instructors always, so you can see the instructor. If you have any doubt, you can mail them. And you can see it starts by August 21st. While I'm recording this video, it is August 21st actually. So the third course will be potential flows and boundary layer. Again, it is a free self-paced course, and you can just register it by August 29th. It depends on when you are visiting the site. And what you will learn, it will be drag and lift, boundary layers, and other aspects of aerospace applications. So mostly it is based on aerospace applications. And again, there are more instructors, so the registration will be open. And there is one more thing I want to say. Sometimes when you click on the link, the course will say that it is not found. At that time, you can look at what is the name of the course. For example, this is introduction to aerodynamics. You can go and you can paste the course name, and you can find similar courses. I mean, whatever the course which has the name introduction and aerodynamics, you can find it there. So the next thing to do will be Coursera courses, which are generally course which will be free to access, and you can look at all the quizzes, but you cannot attend the graded assignments. So first, let us go for sports and building aerodynamics. So this is an aerodynamics course, and it takes approximately 24 hours to complete at 8 hours a week. So it is a flexible schedule which is self-paced, and you can go to this module section and you can see what are the modules which are covered, and you can see it is completely based on aerodynamics, which means you have to possess some kind of prior experience in CFD to take up this course. So you can see the course content here, and you can see when this course is upgraded, because sometimes they will think that they have to include some more content, so they will include this. For example, new modules will be there for week 7 and 8, which takes two more new topics. And you can also see the background of the lecturer, and it is not just for people from aerospace. There are people who need the computation fluid dynamics for buildings and sports who belong to civil department and mechanical, so they can also take this course. And similarly, there are other courses like numerical methods for engineers, which is very important for CFD. and Foundation of Fluid Structure Interactions, which is FSI. So to learn FSI, there are not very many modules in NPTEL or YouTube. So you can take this course. This is actually a good course. Actually very short but in depth in content. So you can see what is covered in this. There is this last course which is computers wave simulation, and this uses Python. So you need to have the understanding of numerical methods so you can implement it successfully in Python. It is relatively an in-depth course, but it can be finished sooner. Like if you just spend 4 hours a week, you can finish it off in 3 weeks, and it is flexible schedule, and of course it is free just to learn. But if you want to get any certificate from Coursera only, then you have to pay. Otherwise, all the courses are just free. So if you go to YouTube channels, most of these are, I mean, all of these are open form tutorials. For example, if I go to the first link, which is Joseph Nagy. So if you go in there, you can find different playlists. You can see how to use Linux, how to use OpenFOAM, how to get started, and multi-phase simulations, volume of fluids, and the CFD basics. He also covers to the theoretical part and then says how to use it in OpenFOAM. He just doesn't jump into the usage or tutorial part of OpenFOAM. He clearly explains how the formulation is there or why should we choose a specific module in OpenFOAM. So this YouTube channel is pretty useful. Even I learned OpenFOAM only here. And second is by Joseph Murad. If you belong to LinkedIn, you could have
Hey
never
guys,
missed this person, Joseph Murad. He posts a lot of content from CFD, numerical methods, scientific computation, and various other science related videos. This channel doesn't cover any specific tutorials. It is covering wide range of engineering and applications. So this channel could be useful as well as a bit entertaining. And the next channel will be Fluid Mechanics 101. He covers variety of theoretical part as well as application part using programming, and he is very good at teaching. So you can use this channel to literally learn basics of fluid mechanics and CFD, heat transfer, literally everything. So he is pretty good at teaching and explaining how things work. So this channel is definitely 10 on 10. So you can look at all the videos. So the videos in this channel are made of very high quality, so it gives an in-depth understanding of the concept in relatively easy manner. So if you go to the playlist, you can find various playlists like solution algorithms, the FVMs in CFD, the famous RANs, LES, and everything. So there are a lot of videos applied to thermofluids, so you can watch this channel and learn the theory as well as application part. So the final channel will be open form by Theo ONG Science and Engineering. So this channel covers only open form, and it is pretty useful because he covers. If you see this playlist, which was very useful for me, it covers almost all the necessary setup files and all the tutorial run cases for heat transfer module of OpenFOAM. He covers, if you can see, he covers almost everything. CHT multi-region foam, he has covered buoyant pimple foam, he has covered buoyant simple foam and Laplacian foam. So this channel is pretty good in teaching OpenFOAM. I have used various modules from this. And coming to websites, there are actually two websites. The first is Joseph Murad, so which is same as this person, the engineer, which we saw in YouTube. And this channel is not directly related to CFD or very useful. And personally, I have not used very much. But you can subscribe to his newsletter, that is free subscription, because this video covers only free resources. So you can subscribe to his newsletters, which gives some up-to-date news sometimes. I do not personally recommend to buy newsletters because all the stuff are available for free right now. But you can use his newsletters to some extent to see what is the niche that is most popular now. The second website would be CFD Online. Here I have mentioned CFD Direct, but this link will directly take you to the CFD forum, which will be this page. And if you see here, there are a lot of questions which have been asked by other people already. So if you just want to ask a new question, you can become a member. It is free. You can sign up here and ask any question. There is also how to ask a question on the forums, so you can just see the tutorial how to ask. For example, if I just want to see something related to finite volume methods, there are many questions which are there. That is, there are about 111 replies. So if I go there, I can find various questions asked by many people. For example, in this they have been asking about for FVM for hyperbolic problems, and there are people who explain it clearly. They mostly have an in-depth understanding of it, or they could just know things related to CFD which we might not know. So even if someone says something wrong, there will be another person who says, no, this thing is wrong and this is what is right. So you can choose what is right. You can refer books. Anyways, this forum will be your best friend for learning CFD. And whatever question you have, you can upload there. And most of the time, it will always be a problem for another person also. So most of the time, you can find questions related to your query already available there. So it helps sometimes, and sometimes you might not find the problem there and you can ask the question, and most probably you will get an answer. So there are a lot of things available on this website, which is cfdonline.com. You can go and subscribe to newsletters. There are various topics discussed over there, and if you go to wiki, you can find many blogs, and there are also job listings over there. So you can use the tools like scientific calculator, y plus estimation, which is really important for aerodynamics people, turbulence properties, and unit conversions and stuff. And there are also journals which are available there, blogs. So it is an extensively useful website, that is cfdonline.com. So that's it for this video. To summarize, we have seen ANSYS courses, NPTEL, EDX, Coursera courses which are related to CFD, and some of the YouTube channels which offer tutorial to OpenFOAM, and some websites which could be useful to learning CFD. If you want to connect to me personally, you can follow me on LinkedIn. I'll drop my profile link in the description below. If you like the video, consider subscribing to the channel and drop a like to the video, and comment down what is your experience with learning CFD or what issues you are facing. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with yet another useful video.